C Radio.
Burst. Need someone just to quench my thirst. I'm hungry, running up inside. No catalyst for me to feel. Minds are gonna assassinate. I'm going crazy, going crazy.
Welcome back. I'm here on Boulevard's Best with Manic Attack. Today we will discuss how they got started.
Well, for starters, how did you guys meet?
So Jack and I formed the original group, and we brought in Grayson fairly quickly. Another guitarist from our school, who after a while left to go to Belgium. Then during a summer camp, we brought in Riley and Joe. And that's been the incarnation ever since 10th, 11th grade.
It was the beginning of junior year. Summer.
Yeah, the summer of junior year.
Yeah.
And so when did you guys play your first gig?
Spring freshman year. Electric Maid. And then our first show as us five would have been
Also,
last fall, so fall of junior year. With the
we played the Maid that summer.
And how'd that go? How'd you like the Electric Maid?
Electric Maid is nice. It's fun. It's a small venue, and so it's easy to have sort of an energetic show and get close to the fans. You can't really move around, but I mean, and it's not the nicest of venues, but we quickly learned that it's not what venue you're playing at in terms of like you can play at the Rock and Roll Hotel, but you have 10 people. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
We always got good turnouts at the Electric Maid.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Made for fun, energetic shows, and it's small.
It's really cool when you're just like, I want to have a show. Let's just have a show. You can always have it at the Maid. There's always a venue that's there.
It's a nice, like...
That's nice.
It's always reliable, yeah. Always.
Except recently it's had some problems.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So, you're just starting out the band. When does it get serious, though? When do you realize that, you're serious about what you're doing and you want to stay with it?
Well, that's an interesting question because at the end of the year, we're all going to have to go our separate ways. So
for college?
Yeah, we're all going to different colleges. So, I mean, we decided to like crack down. By being serious, I guess you mean like doing recordings and like looking into bigger gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
That happened pretty much like almost.
After we built us five, we sort of took off and tried
almost as soon as like the lineup that we now have formed.
Because I mean, you guys have an EP out now, right?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time.
That was a really fun show. I would say if we had to have like the defining moment of us being serious, it would be us, the Silver Spring release show we had on Ellsworth.
That was a really cool show.
That was so
fun.
Like
300 people.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And so where can you get this EP now?
We haven't burnt, and we're handing them out for free.
That's cool.
They're harder to come by than they used to be, but if you ask one of us, we can get it to you eventually.
You can also hear the entire thing free on our website, which is www.manic-attack.com.
Manic dash like hyphen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's for you folks at home. So how did each of you decide you wanted to be musicians, and when did you get started with the instrument of your choice?
Go down the line.
Yeah, just down the line, I guess.
4 years old. I don't know. I took up classical piano and then switched to jazz when I was about 14, and started playing rock about then. And singing is always something I've kind of done casually.
Riley, how about you?
I first picked up the guitar when I was in freshman year, beginning of freshman year. I just always loved music and I loved listening to it. And for a long time I was kind of debating whether I wanted to do it. And I finally just decided screw it and I was going to do it. And so I've been playing on and off since then. So yeah.
I played piano first. I don't even remember how old I was. I was like maybe 6 or 7. I played that for a couple years and didn't like it very much. So then in 7th grade, I started playing drums. That's when I got my first drum set. So that's basically my main instrument. I play a little guitar on the side, but I've been playing since 7th grade.
Long time.
I picked up piano in 1st grade. And I took piano lessons for a good 5 years, and I switched to trumpet in middle school. And then finally decided on bass at the beginning of freshman year, because playing an instrument, I'd always been into rock music, and that had sort of been my thing growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't really listen to classical or jazz that much when I was in elementary school or middle school.
Of course.
And so when I finally picked up bass, I was able to play the music I liked, and that made it a lot easier to practice.
Yeah.
And so bass is where I first started to grow with music, and then I sort of expanded back out to jazz.
So that's kind of interesting. Like, I'm noticing that all of you guys started out, if you're not still with it, you started out on piano.
Yeah.
So that must give you guys like a good base for writing your material. Or
Yeah,
do all of you guys contribute music for the band, or is it just one principal
I think
song?
personally, I have the best base for contributing music to them.
Oh, really?
What makes you say that?
The fact that I really contribute a lot of bass to our music.
A lot more bass than perhaps the drums. The
Yes.
drums are not very good at delivering
But the
bass.
bass drum,
That's true.
that does deliver.
Touche.
Unfortunately, he's not a bass drummer. He's a drummer.
That's true.
That's true. It's quite. How do you
have a
think
double
that
channel.
hinders your sound? What'd you say?
Anyway, if you were stuck on a desert island and you could only bring 5 CDs with you, all of you guys, which 5 would you
Let's
bring?
each mention one.
Yeah, and then
And then we'll have one final one. This is glorious.
let's do 10. Let's do 10 as our
Yeah,
group.
10.
All right,
Pearl
10
Jam,
by Pearl
10.
Jam.
Pearl Jam 10.
All right, and then we'll go down the line.
I guess the
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
the weirdest one I've got is probably Que de peine que d'amour by Matapat. It's a Canadian folk
Sick.
group.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Sounds cool,
And
though.
more
Yeah.
recently, like Gorillaz Plastic Beach.
Oh yeah, that's a good album. I like
Yeah,
that one.
I dig.
I don't know. Mine changes by the week, but right now I would have to say Farmhouse by Fish.
Jamming. Yeah, that's
Have you
good.
seen Fish Shreds It on YouTube?
Yes.
What do you think of that?
It's really funny.
Yeah.
So, do you think you guys will ever shred as hard as Fish?
I think it's
Yeah.
a distinct possibility.
I think one day
We've got to
may
get our
shred.
fractals under control.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a water base yet, and that's a problem.
Yeah, you guys should probably work.
I mean, come on, kid.
And you're missing a punk door. There's no punk door if you.
Oh my god, okay,
That's
too
true.
many inside jokes. And back to the album.
Anyways,
Back to the
We got
album.
two more albums here.
yeah. So,
Okay.
other than Fish, what about you, Jack?
For me, right now, the album that I am into so much is Tool's Lateralis.
That's cool. A lot of odd time stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been visiting a lot of stuff I used to listen to, a lot of Chili Peppers, but I don't know, if I had to go with my favorite album, I think I'd put 10 first, and I think I'd go Blood Sugar Sex Magic is my number 2.
Yeah.
That's
Because
fun.
currently it's not so much high on my list, but I mean,
That's like the start.
I've got a lot of history
So
with that album.
classic.
So
Yeah,
I remember I used to know every song off of it, and so that's sort of what really got me into bass.
Yeah, that's interesting because the band we had on before, the Agiles, I think they said that was like another one of their albums. So I
that
guess.
surprises me a lot.
Well, I guess it's. I mean,
Well, they seem to play a lot of covers from like Stadium.
Well, their style's very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
I mean,
similar.
it
man.
just sounds like latter era.
yeah.
Covers more.
Yeah, that's true. But I think like for a lot of people of our generation, like for me, like the first album I ever got was Californication. I think that the Chili Peppers were like a real inspiration for people to start getting into music.
Yeah.
Can I
they're
actually
just great.
change my album?
Yeah, definitely.
No.
Nope, too late.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna go with Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
Classic.
Good choice.
Yeah. So what bands would you consider an inspiration?
Do you have like 20 minutes to listen to a really long list?
Here, I'll give you the rundown. Pearl Jam, Porcupine Tree, Alice in Chains, Tool, Radiohead.
Yeah.
Guys, add things.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. All
Stone
the Seattle
Temple
bands.
Pilots.
All the Seattle bands. All the grunge
Yeah.
era bands.
I mean,
Chili Peppers.
yeah, definitely some Chili Peppers.
Springsteen a little, Fish a little.
Tool?
I already said
Tool.
Tool.
Yeah,
It's been listed.
definitely Tool.
This kid doesn't.
So maybe we'll hear some Radiohead or Tool or Pearl Jam influences on the next songs. So we'll have we'll only have one Manic Attack song, and then we'll be back.
Want no more or less than truth, 'cause I need firm and concrete proof. You don't need to defend or justify. And I don't trust a man to know if he's got cards to show, won't show. All I want to hear is the reason why. I'm tired of hearing alibis, excuses, please, and barefaced lies. Sick of how it's so because it's so. Where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it go? Oh, the city's made of prison bars and flashing lights and crashing cars. Great white pavement underneath my feet, and everyone is all the same. Each plastic face, each empty name, suicidal someone's line street. Time people slowly pass, like sand trapped in an hourglass. I got just one question, gets me low. Oh, where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it go? So to speak, we play a game, fight and seek. Even if you win, you only lose. 'Cause if you're right, you're always blind. If you seek, you'll never find. Here until it's not your choice to choose. Feel as if I'm stuck here frozen. Feel like walls are closing in. I got just one thing I want to know. Where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it go?
Welcome back to the Boulevard's Best with Manic Attack. We're going to chat with the band now about how they function together and what their environment is like so you can fully grasp what it means to be a performer.
So, what kind of themes inspire your music?
I don't know. A lot of our songs aren't really about specific things. A lot of them are like, they're just like stories that we've written. They're almost like creative writing pieces. Like,
Might
Yeah.
be geared for. Yeah.
so like I don't know. The song that we do that I'd call like our best song is a song called Red Light, and that's just kind of a story. It's not about any personal experiences of ours.
So where'd the story come from?
Grayson wrote it, I think, right?
Yeah,
I
pretty
wrote it
much.
with, it was me and Noah, because I had the
Yeah.
original concept, and I had some lines that are still in there, but Noah did the final edit, because he's the one who has to sing it. But, I don't know, it doesn't really build off of any actual experience.
Yeah.
It's called Red Light, and it's about a drunk driver and sort of making choices in life. But I think a lot of our songs don't have a specific topic, and that's sort of the nice thing, is that they stay open. And even
Yeah.
if they describe maybe specific events or specific images, they don't have a meaning that's that specific, and so they
Yeah.
grow into something more open that
That everyone
really is open
can-
for interpretation.
Yeah, and that's like one of the best things about music, I think, is like the fact that like it's so subjective that lots of different people can draw different things from it and still get some sort of good meaning out of it.
Also, as a band, we have a lot of inside jokes. And
So you try to
speaking
throw
as
those
like,
in.
yeah, one of the lyricists
Just complete inside joke.
kind of just tend to throw
Yeah, that's always fun.
stuff in there.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd have to say that Noah's very good at is all our lyrics match up with our songs.
Yeah.
We don't
that's
write a
true.
song and then try to have lyrics that are just totally separate and maybe good in their own right, but I'd say that our songs manage to stay more coherent just by the fact that the lyrics match up with the music.
Like the tone of the music.
Right,
That's
because
not-
the songs, if you boil down to it, the song itself is supposed to be a work of art, not two
Right.
different works of
Yeah,
art.
that's true.
As someone that tries to write songs, fairly frequently, I can say that that's something that's really hard to nail down and get right. So it's good that you guys can.
And it's definitely
really do
most
that.
props to Noah for that, because Noah
Yeah.
writes 95,
Nice job,
99%
Noah.
of our lyrics. So.
Yeah.
That's
Way to go, Noah.
Yeah.
Pat on
So,
the back.
what is your process for writing the lyrics? Do you have the instrumental first and then just listen to it a lot and get the feel, or how do you do it?
Depends a lot on the song. For Red Light, for example, Grayson already had the lyrics, and I kind of adapted those as I heard more of the song. For other songs that I write myself, like Where Does It Go, for example, I kind of just get a melodic pattern in my head and try to write lyrics based on that.
Yeah. It's cool.
So what's your recording? You have your EP, right? Mm-hmm. Is there a name for that, or is it just Manic Attack EP?
It's I think we ended up calling it Prototype, which is
Yeah.
also a name of one of the songs.
That's a good.
We
name
thought it was
for
a
EP.
fitting name.
Yeah.
It was sort of
Yeah.
coincidence that one of our songs was also called Prototype.
So you were recording. Was this your first time recording for?
This was our first time where we really buckled down and recorded.
How was that experience for you? For those
It was
that
good.
don't
It was
know?
it was interesting because it was the first time that I was the one who did the majority of the actual recording, and it was the first time that I'd ever really sort of recorded several songs over a long period of time and worked to really mix them over like several months. And it was interesting. We ended up working in Jack's basement, and
Sick.
over about 3 weeks, and by the end it smelled like stale coffee, and we all kind of hated each other. But
Yeah.
it was good. I mean, we learned a lot about mixing. I think we got a lot more patient with each other,
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
even if we weren't very patient at the time.
In the long term.
In the long
Yeah.
term, I think it definitely helped out.
So do you think it like brought you together more as a band?
I would definitely say so.
Yeah.
There were definitely tough times during the recording because you just can't see the same people for 3 weeks without having some tension at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Especially if it smells like stale coffee. But no, I definitely think we grew closer as a band after that.
That's cool.
It was
And
good.
then it's also cool because like not that many bands really, like in high school at least, like really go after recording and make like, I mean, I assume you use like click track and everything like that, and like,
Right.
that's pretty cool. Do you guys? So you did a lot of the editing for that. Are you planning on doing editing and stuff in college?
Yeah, I'm really interested in the whole recording deal. Sort of, I'm not sure if I want to pursue it, how intent I am on pursuing it, but it's definitely something that I will look into at college. Like I'm definitely planning on taking courses in music technology or something related to production.
Yeah. Do the rest of you guys think you'll pursue music in the future?
Not as a career, probably. I'll probably play in a couple more bands, but I don't know. I think my career is elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I want my career to be in music, definitely. There's nothing I'd rather do.
Any specific type of music, like, or aspect of music, recording, performing, teaching?
Performing.
maybe?
I want to tour with a
Gotcha.
band.
Yeah.
What about you, Noah?
I've been doing music for a long time, and I mean, it's so much a part of my life now that I probably could like do it to some degree professionally. But also I really enjoy creative writing, and I'd like
Yeah.
to focus on that at the moment.
And there might be like some crossroad between that you could
Yeah.
find. And that's
You could sing
Lyrically,
poems.
etc.
Can you tell us anything exciting coming up on your calendar for Manic Attack? Any
Yes.
albums,
Yep,
shows, something like that?
May 13th, we're playing in the parking lot of Pyramid Atlantic in downtown Silver Spring.
Sweet. Yeah,
We're
that's
playing.
the
we're
parking
playing-
lot.
not even the
The
gallery.
Yeah.
parking
We're
lot.
playing
The parking lot.
We're talking asphalt.
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I've
Kind
had to
of a
play,
big deal.
I've had to play in the gallery area of that before, and it's actually kind of a hard place to play in.
Yeah, 'cause it's really
definitely not
active.
It's a tough
what,
crowd.
what we heard is what we heard is parking lot, but we're playing at the Hope for HIV show.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So-
Is that where that is this
Yeah,
year?
that's where that is this year.
Okay.
And then I think May 30th we have a gig at the Maid, another
20th.
gig at the Maid. 20th.
It's a Friday.
Who are you guys playing
We're
with?
playing with the
Agiles.
Agiles and Gene and Lauren.
probably.
Oh, cool.
So
Sweet.
that'll be good.
Yeah.
So
Exciting shows coming up.
with that in mind, so put that on your calendars. Manic Attack at the Electric Maid and Pyramid Atlantic. I think that will be just about it for this episode of Boulevard's Best. I would like to thank Manic Attack for giving us the opportunity to sit down and talk to them about their music process and their future as a band. As I'd also like to thank the audience for checking out and supporting BNC's very own radio department.
Also, be sure to check out Manic Attack's own website, which is manic-attack.com, and their Facebook page. But before we sign off, would you like to play one last song?
Yes.
Sure.
What song
Get
is
it,
that?
Joe.
Walls are dripping beige and the couch has turned to gray. Woven patterns, plastic fabricate. Wish that I were somewhere else, and wish that I could disappear. Cause it stinks of cigarettes in here. Close my eyes, drill far away. Clear blue skies, sunny days, another place. Write the number, write the name. I don't care if I'm insane. I want the easy cure. Give it up, pick it up, dive it all. And about enough if I don't walk this side. Want the easy cure. If I was someone else, wish that I could. Then I wouldn't have to sit and listen to this shit. Talking for a while, nothing there to say. Nothing comes of nothing, nothing came there anyway. Thinking back, I smile, you waste me up. Now I'm saying 40 on Jason takes me up. Write the number, write the name. I don't care if I'm insane. I want the easy cure. Give it up, pick it up, babe. Write it up, but enough if I don't want this. I want the easy cure. I want the easy cure. 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 Write the number, write the name. I don't care if I'm insane. I want the easy cure. Pick it up, pick it up, and put it out, put it up. I want the easy cure. 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 I just want the easy cure. Write the number, write the name. I don't care if I'm insane. I just want the easy cure. 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 Want it easy. Oh no. No, no. Oh no. Oh.
Life says that it won't taste it. So they didn't remember. Rescue man, Fred and Red and on and what and wait. You had it then. You ate my fractal.